Okay. The engine is one of the very unique things in this vehicle because it's a very special one-off Pontiac, essentially a race engine that Pontiac built for it. It's built with 4-bolt mains, high compression, very large camshaft, special cylinder heads, aluminum intake manifold. The carburetor alone, if you could find one for it, which luckily this has the original one on it, probably $5,000–6,000. So that's really what is the heart of this car. And I believe they only made about 52 of them. They made about 650 Trans Ams, total Trans Ams. That was the Ram Air 3, but the Ram 4 was really the holy grail. So we're really fortunate that we had the opportunity to purchase this car and turn it into the special vehicle.
Hi, I'm Fred Mandrick. This is my 1970 442 convertible. The car was built with this aluminum motor as an experiment from my perspective, as to build a car as to what if Oldsmobile built this? What would they have done? Maybe from an auto show perspective, or even looking at it as hey, this is what we can do in our spare time. So I took the aluminum motor and we built it up to make it more of a streetable car as opposed to trying to make a super performance out of it. It runs on pump gas. It's hydraulic roller cam in it, and it's carbureted at the moment. It may go to fuel injection at some point, but at the moment it's still gets run on a carburetor. I took the car apart and we found it was a really nice, relatively rust-free car, but I also wanted the car to be enjoyable to drive, so we added power windows, power door locks, electric seat back releases, which is a really unusual option for 1970 only, speed minder, speed warning, W27 rear end, which is aluminum center housing, and to keep it a little bit more modern, I put a Legend Gear 5-speed transmission in. So it's bucket seats, console, and a nice original triple black car. So it's a paint code 19 on the black top, black interior, and just tried to restore it back to the highest standards I could get.
Hi everybody, welcome to the Musclecar and Corvette Nationals number 10th anniversary event, and we just finished unveiling our 1971 Mach 1 Super Cobra Jet Mustang. And this particular car is one of the fastest muscle cars ever produced. A lot of people don't know much about the Super Cobra Jet because it wasn't tested in very many magazines in the Mustang body style platform. A lot of the Torinos were tested in 1970. They were really quick, but this car actually had a better weight transfer and was about 200 to 300 pounds lighter than the Torino. Very quick, very fast cars. This is one of a handful of production. It is a 4-speed car and in black, and it's all numbers match. It was found in Southern California, and it was restored by the guys at MASCAR Classics out of Costa Mesa. Complete frame-off restoration, all numbers match, every nut and bolt. Even the engine was dynoed, the heads were port flowed, chambers were CNC matched. I mean, this car's been blueprinted and put back together better than brand new. And I just can't, this is the first time I got to see the car since I dropped it off to their shop in completed form, and it is just spectacular. I hope the judges feel the same way about it.
Howdy, Scott Tedrow from MASCAR. This is our 1970 Yanko Deuce Nova. It's our version of a Day 2 done right. This car originally came with an LT1 Corvette type motor, and we went out, took it out to Supercar Reunion and drag raced it, got a best time of 1070, had a great time with it, came home, thought about, well, what would we have done back in the day if we were going to go racing? And in 1970, if Kenny and I had the means, we liked to street race. Well, we'd go buy a ZL1 all aluminum 427 motor, sneak it under the hood and go out and do some street racing. So that's what we did. We installed the ZL1 all aluminum 427 GM motor, built it for the track, took it out to Supercar Reunion this year, ran a 981, had a good time, scared ourselves a little bit, and now for 2019 we're going to do a complete concourse restoration of this car, going to make it perfect in as much as we can in every way off the showroom, but we're going to day 2 it with the ZL1 motor, do a couple other tricks, and bring it back to McCacken where we love to show off our stuff. If you look at the back of our shirt, we've got 5 gold years here, and that's the 5 year, represents the 5 years that we've come, and every year we've been lucky enough to get at least one concourse gold car. This is the only show that we come to. and it's because of people like Stefano, who is one of the founding members of the event. This is the greatest car show in the world as far as I'm concerned. Everybody's happy, low-key, beautiful cars, a great time. So Stefano, thank you. Can't wait to come next year and bring more good stuff.
Scott, we love having you here, and we're glad that you've been participating for the past 5 years. And Scott was being modest. He's brought numerous cars to the event, never brings any less than 3 cars to display in his display he's got here, and every one of them that's been judged has scored a Concourse Gold, and some of them have achieved the absolute highest point scores in their respective genres makes. So MASCAR Classics does a phenomenal job of restoring cars, and that's why we brought them this 71 Super Cobra jet that they restored for us in the background. But we have a lot of fun. And it's just great to, the camaraderie, the people that you get to meet, and the relationships that we forge
Absolutely.
with these wonderful muscle cars as part of it. So
Absolutely.
thank you very much for participating and doing what you do for the event.
100%. If you're going to go to a car show, come to McCacken.